This is Mustache on Music, and for Ivory Hours, this is
Chris.
I'm Luke.
Tom.
Thanks, guys, for talking to me. Well, you got a beard. You've maybe missed shaving a day, and you have a mustache.
I'm working on it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm glad. You don't get very many mustaches in bands these days. I don't know what it is.
We can try and bring it back, you know?
Yeah. I'm glad. You guys have just released an album. Like 3 weeks ago, you had the.
June 27th, I think, was the release concert. Yeah.
And what makes this album different than the previous? They were EPs, like there were 6 songs, 5 songs long. You had 2 other ones, right?
Yeah, I think they're progressively like moving. Well, at this point, they've moved away from folk, but that was like kind of the genesis of it was around that. And now it's just working towards making like a really exciting live performance that we have a lot of fun playing as well.
Okay. You can tell like there's a lot of energy put into it from like your music videos too. What like how long does it take to conceptualize the music videos? Because like the latest one, Warpaint, was like a stop motion one. I can imagine that took like a long time to actually do.
For sure. That one's longer than the other ones. Some of the times we have a day to shoot, and a lot of it's improvised on set. And that one, you know, a lot of them are improvised, but that is just like that was a 36-hour shoot versus like an 8-hour that we're used to doing. But yeah, a lot of that stuff's hard to plan. Like you get into the space and you get like you see what you're working with, and then you get different ideas. Man.
Okay. If you had to describe the energy of the set as a mustache, what would the Ivory Hours like set mustache be?
I wish I knew like the terminology for them because you've got a nice curl. I see a curl to it, but I also see a girth as well. Not like a pencil. I see a thick and a curl.
Okay.
Yeah, an aggressive wax. Yeah.
This one, there's some people who call like the Hulk Hogan one. They call that a handlebar.
Okay.
This is more of a handlebar. Like I call the Hulk Hogan one like a horseshoe.
Okay.
This is like a handlebar. When you think of like a motorcycle or a bicycle, you hold it up here.
We've been led astray.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Where do you guys find your influences from? Like, what do you listen to kind of get into that songwriting mood, or just get those creative juices flowing?
I think each of us kind of have our own set of influences, and it's pretty diverse in that sense. I have like a pretty pop sensibility. Chris a lot of jazz, and Tom a lot of hip hop, I think, as well. But each of us but I mean, each of us too are pretty like. There's a lot of breadth to what we listen to. I think. Yeah.
Okay. How do you manage to bring that all together when you're writing? Like when you go to write, like for this past album, was like somebody come up with an idea and bring it to the group, or how you bring it into like one cohesive structure?
Well, Luke comes up with the general basis of the song, and then me and Tom just kind of help out by adding our flair to it, but with staying in the lines of keeping it true to like what's going on with the lyrics. And just the general instrumentation of the track. So.
Okay.
And I think it's like, I guess, just like having an understanding of different kinds of music as well. Chris has studied music, Tom has taken lessons forever and studied as well, and it's just knowing like, how to apply that to each like kind of songwriting, right? Like, I think you could write all kinds of different songs, but because we're going for that kind of like high energy kind of pop music, you're able to focus it into that kind of sound.
Okay. If you like, you obviously already had a mustache, so I'm assuming this is the one you want. But if you guys could have a mustache, or if you wanted a different one, what mustaches would you guys have?
I just want more of what I got. just want
Yeah.
like
The girth.
too much. Yeah.
Strength.
Yeah.
No, I can. I don't think that I could pull off anything too dazzly. I would just like something full that doesn't look too pervy. You know?
Yeah, that's a lot of the issue is does this make me look like I'm gonna kidnap someone?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure. It's not too much to ask for.
How about you?
Yeah, I mean, the most girth, at least not a perv.
I can see you with like a thick ass, like meat.
Are you talking shave the?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just get rid of that.
meat. Full
Yeah.
tilt.
Yeah, just one big sausage.
Just a log.
Girth sausage. Yeah, girth log.
Kind of like the Tom Selleck one. That's
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Big and stinky.
So, if somebody's grandmother accidentally downloaded an Ask Jeeves toolbar and they wanted to find out where Ivory Hours is going to be playing and where they can listen to your music, what's the best thing that they can do? Where would Ask Jeeves send them?
The hub is ivoryhours.com, but we're pretty much everywhere on the Facebook and the Twitters and everywhere Mustaches find themselves.
Okay.
But yeah.
Mustaches find themselves in some pretty dark places at the end.
And we are there.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you guys very much for talking to me. And this was Mustache on Music on the Ivory Hours.
Thanks for having me.